It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our featured matchup tonight in Chicago, where the Bulls will be going up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, this is a big game coming up for them. They've dropped their first two games, and the last thing they want to do is open the season 0-3. That is not the way to tip things off. And tonight will feature a high-level front-court matchup. Tough, physical play. Shaq, how did you go about establishing dominance against the best of your peers?
Well, you got to realize that nothing's going to be given to you. You got to earn it. I used to be really dirty, Ernie. Talk about their mama, talk about their sister, talk about their coaches.
What if they didn't have a sister?
No, you did not.
What if they didn't have a sister?
Come on.
Listen, I did research.
Okay.
And I mastered the research.
That's called Shaq-searched?
Yep.
Okay.
Got in their head, Ernie. It's called Shaq-icism.
Wow. Shaq-icism. Well, anyone can bring the A game for, a stretch. But the truly great players, Ernie, they bring it for the duration of the game and duration of a season. So, physical play is good, but mental toughness is better.
Did you like physical opponents, physical matchups, Shaq?
I sure did. EBS, Ernie.
EBS. Oh,
elbow
EBS?
Sandwiches.
Oh, my God.
You had to eat them.
Eat up.
God.
You had to eat them, meet them, and possibly beat them.
Oh, my gosh. If you're rhyming, you on time.
You are absolutely on fire today. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers in their last game, a loss to the Raptors in Toronto. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me, more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out of a slump, but they just kept making things worse. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. McHale kicks to Lee. Doherty, the screen. Lee dishes to Gervin. Here's McHale. Chicago grabs the miss. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Well, you're right. I mean, there were a lot of turnovers in that game, some caused by their good defensive play, but some were just carelessness.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And so in the game for the Pacers. Doherty out there with McHale. Then it's Dang. Then there's Gervin. And it's Lee in at the one. Now here's Robertson. Following the shot by Kevin McHale. No good from Hudson. Lee with the ball. McHale passes to Gervin. Shot clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Lee outside. That's good. Lee's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And the pass to Hughes. Gervin with the steal. The shot will not go. And the Bulls going the other way now. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
And two teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other to a draw.
Yeah, they split the season series, Greg, and you look at it, was it matchups? Perhaps good fortune or luck, tonight we'll increase the sample size by 1 game and see who comes out on top.
And that one's good. McHale.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Robertson against Lee. Robertson kicks to Parrish. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Here's Lee. 9 points last game out. Dishes it to Doherty. Screen by Lee. Now here's Gervin. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Gervin's got his first 2 points of the night. Bulls trail by 5. Robertson outside. The drive by Green. Here's Hudson. Hands it from downtown. Hudson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Lee outside. Unloads from 13. Here's McHale. Banked in off the glass. McHale's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Goes up again. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
And so he hits both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Robertson against Lee. The dish to Gervin. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Free throw, no good for Gervin. And so it's Indiana with it. Dang. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Bulls trail by 4. Robertson outside. Kicks it to Hudson. Here's the 3, and it's blocked by Dang.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Lee dishes to Gervin. Doherty the pass to Dang. He feeds it to Gervin. Shot clock at 5. Tries a 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Chicago has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Now Hughes. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the shot is good.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Gervin. Picked by Lee, and Doherty kicks to Dang. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Robertson passes to Green. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Indiana trailing here. Lee dishes to Gervin. McHale with a screen on Hughes. Doherty the screen. That's a 2 from Lee. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Robertson with it. He's picked up by Lee to the wing on the left. Another 3 for Chicago.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control. And I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
Chance to look at stats for Draymond Green. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 17 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable force going to the glass. And it's been reflected on the stat sheet.
Pacers trail by 4. There's a screen. Lee with the ball. Picked up by Robertson. Lee kicks to Doherty. Will it go? A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Doherty's got his first basket of the night.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
Yes, Kevin, the crucial aspect for them in his mind is going to be making things tough inside for their opponent. He said they're physical, they like to mix it up. If we don't respond in kind, they'll push us around, and we'll get bullied all game. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris.
Now that was pretty. A beautiful move to set up the jump shot.
Robertson passes to Green. Back to Robertson. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Some changes for Indiana. Lopez is checked in for Doherty. Biyombo checks in for McHale. And Winslow subbed in for Luol Deng. The free throw drops for Robertson. Pacers trail by 3. Pass to Biyombo. Lee is screen on Iguodala. Screen by Lee. Lopez dishes to Lee. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And the Bulls making a change here. Ellis is checked in. And both free throws good for Lee. And here is Ellis. He had 10 points in the win against Oklahoma City. Rubio against Lee. Rubio outside. Passes it to Sabonis. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Here's Lee, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Lee's got 7 points in the game.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Lee with the steal. And that one's good. And it's a 3-point Pacer lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Lopez kicks to Winslow. Pass to Biyombo. No good. Great D that time from Green. Ellis, the pass to Rubio. Back to Ellis. From outside the arc. And Winslow pulls it down.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Lee kicks to Biyombo. To the paint. That's tipped. Iguodala with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's sent back by Lopez. The drive by Lee. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Lee. He's already got 9 points and a steal. He's come out pumped and ready from the tip-off.
It's almost as if he didn't need any warm-up time.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. The free throw drops for Lee. Robert Parrish is checked in for Draymond Green. And both free throws good for Lee. Bulls trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Lee against Rubio. Looks for Parrish, gets it to him. Shot to stop the drought. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Okay, fans, now coming on the court are your Rebel Bulls. Make some noise and cheer them on.
And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. Number 1, the Bulls.
Yeah, and because of that, Kevin, they were one of the best defenses last year as a team. I mean, they led the league in steals, and that's not an easy thing to do. I mean, that's hard work and concentration.
Gervin outside. Biyombo kicks to Winslow. Gervin against Ellis. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Biyombo, it's tipped, and they're able to recover. Tries yet again, and it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got his first bucket in this one.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Ellis. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. That misses off the backboard. And here's Indiana. They're on a 14-5 run. And it's Lee penetrating. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Rubio with it. He's picked up by Lee. Here's Ellis. And it's Biyombo with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Ellis against Lee. The feed to Lopez. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night. Bulls trail by 7. Rubio outside. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the first. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lee in the posts, covered by Rubio.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Bulls shooting just 35% to start the game. The drive by Ellis. Lee with the block. And here's the break. There's Winslow. Chicago grabs the miss.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Pacers ending the first quarter with a massive 16-5 run. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do. And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard.
And, you know, that kind of relentless determination is really something Monte is known for. And one of the reasons he has been around for 10 years in the NBA as a consistently good player and lethal scorer.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
And so in the game for the Pacers, we've got McHale. He's out there with Deng. Doherty is out there with Gervin. And it's Lee in at the 1. Feeds to Gervin. Kicks it out to McHale. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Gervin against Hudson. Powered down with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Green with a screen on Lee. Robertson dishes to Iguodala. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Here's Lee. 11 points in the game. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Deng can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 7. Green passes to Iguodala. Here's Hudson. The Pacers pull it in. McHale's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Lee outside. He kicks to McHale. He dishes it to Gervin. Iguodala against McHale. Shot is off. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Moving it up. Here's Hughes. Finished off the break.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
Pacers leading by 5. Lee outside. There's the pass to Gervin. Dishes it to Doherty.
Bulls foul. Draymond Green. That's his 4th personal.
For Indiana, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
He misses the free throw. The Bulls making a switch here. And he's good on the second. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Elbow shot. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Robertson's got 7.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in the washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Now here's Gervin. He has 6. That's good. And so here is Chicago. 6-point game. Hudson against Dang. Hudson the pass to Sabonis. Poked away and stolen by Doherty. Now here's Lee. He's got 11. There's a screen by McHale. Dang gets a wide open look. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Bulls have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Pass to Sabonis. Now Hughes. His last outing, he had 8 points. Passes to Sabonis. And Luol Deng pulls it down.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Robertson with the steal. And they're on the break. Drops in the breakaway layup. Robertson's got 4 this quarter.
And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Here's Doherty, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, we've got a moment to look back at last year's Bulls. First in steals, 3rd in points off turnovers. And it was really a successful year for them on the offensive glass. I mean, by the time everything was said and done, they were top 5 in second chance points.
And I really feel like they fed off their pressure defense. You mentioned all the steals. That got them out in the open court and created easy opportunities offensively.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
That one falls for Doherty. And so Doherty nails both of them. Bulls trail by 6. And here is Robertson. He had 10 points in the win against Oklahoma City.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
Now here's Doherty after the miss by Oscar Robertson. Tries again, and Doherty with the nice bucket inside. Doherty's got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they've put in on the glass.
Yeah, the effort and the aggression really favors them thus far. They've completely dominated the backboard.
And Indiana making a change here. Bulls shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
1 shot.
Pacers leading by 5. Lee up top, covered by Robertson. Shot's good by Lee. Lee's got 13 points.
How can you stop that? With a crossover that quick, that lightning quick, a defender has to be almost superhuman to stay in front of that.
Robertson against Lee. Here's Hudson. He's coming off a 16-point game against Oklahoma City. Sabonis with the bucket.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they win.
And so here is Indiana. The Bulls getting the bucket. 6 on the shot clock. Gervin against Hughes. And it's Gervin missing. Bulls trail by 5. Robertson passes to Hughes. And Lee pulls it down.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans. He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Iguodala outside. And it's blocked by Dang.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
There's a screen by McHale. They set the screen. Indiana moving the ball around. Hudson against Lee. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Wide open look. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Robertson. Here's Indiana. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. McHale with a screen on Robertson. Lee outside. McHale with a screen on Robertson. Lee outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Hughes good.
What a job he's doing here. His second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. They're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this time out here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Bulls third.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. They really looked to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Some changes for Chicago. Parrish is checked in for Iguodala. Ellis comes in for Larry Hughes. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Robertson. Indiana also making some changes. Biyombo checks in for McHale. And Winslow subbed in for Luol Deng. Now here's Lee. He's got 13. There's the dish to Gervin. Stolen by Ellis. Rubio in the corner. Parrish with the screen on Lee. Ellis wide open and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
The Bulls have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Stolen by Winslow. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Lee, that's good. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
Indiana leading. Kicks it to Biyombo. He feeds it to Winslow. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And the Pacers lead by 3. Pass to Parrish. And stolen by Biyombo. Lee with the ball. He's got 15. Shot clock at 5. The 3. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Hudson. He's got 6. Now the pass to Sabonis. The feed to Parrish. For 3, Ellis. And Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
And that one's good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
With the moment, let's check out some stats for Winslow. How he did last season. Last year, averaged 10 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And right now, he's just a role player, but he's working hard and contributing in spurts.
Yeah, that's right, but we've seen flashes of what he can do. But he has to do it consistently if he wants to start.
Chicago making a switch here. Green's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Lopez is checked in. Screen by Ellis to stop the run. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
That pushes it to double digits. And now it's a 10-point Pacer lead.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
The try by Rubio, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Lee kicks to Biyombo. Feeds to Gervin. Puts it up from 12. Off the left rim and out. Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
No good from Hudson.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
Lee with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. Stolen by Parrish. This is to Hudson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
Now here's Lee. He's got 18. He dishes it to Biyombo. Lee against Rubio. 4 on the shot clock. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Hudson.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
Lee outside, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Pacers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Free throw good, Gervin. Lee against Rubio. Doherty the screen. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. For Indiana, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. With 1 on the clock. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Pacers lead by 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Ricky Rubio. And Ricky, you guys had a tough battle on your hands tonight. What do you think the adjustments are that you might make for the second half?
We got a lot of turnovers. We got a lot of layups, and that can happen. We have to take care of the ball.
Taking care of the ball, always crucial, Ricky. Thank you. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They lead by 5. Let's start with you, Kenny. What did you think?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive boards. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends for them.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Well, they were very inconsistent from behind the arc. For the first half, they shot, let me check my stats, in the low 30s. They won't get it done. Good news is they're still in it. I like to see them push the ball up court faster and try to get some open looks.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Bulls trail by 5. We've got Hudson. Larry Hughes is out there with Robertson. And it's Green, and it's Parrish in at the center position. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. The shot by Robertson, no good. Pacers shooting about 42% so far. And that one's good. Gervin's got the first bucket of the third here for the Pacers.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Here's Hudson. No good. Nice D from Dang.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Now here's Doherty. He kicks it to Dang. That drops. And it's a 9-point Pacer lead.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
The Bulls shooting around 40% from the floor here. Robertson dishes to Green. Robertson passes to Parrish. Green. And that one comes up a bit short. Pacers leading by 9. Now Lee. 18 points for him. Screen by Lee. And Doherty kicks to McHale. There's the bucket. Good. McHale's got his third bucket of the night.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost them.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Doherty dishes to Gervin. Shot clock at 5. Can't get it to go. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Robertson drives in. Shot to end this cold run. No good off the back of the rim.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Now here's Robertson. George Gervin missing his last shot. Pass to Hudson, the 17-footer. It's rebounded by Indiana. Doherty's got 4 rebounds in this game. Dang kicks to Doherty. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's McHale, and the rejection by Parrish. Here's Hughes. Good D by Lee. Pacers leading by 11. Gervin passes to Lee. And And the layup's good off the glass. Lee's got 20.
Now, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots. Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
During that break, Coach Nate McMillan had some words for his team. He said making sharp entry feeds, getting the ball into the post, and getting points on the low block is going to be critical the rest of the way. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thanks, Doris. For Chicago, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. And that one misses. Pacers leading by 11. Dang dishes to Lee. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. There's a screen by McHale. Dang for 3. The rebound by Hughes. And Chicago's shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Down low, here's Green. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Green's got 5.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
And here is Lee. 20 points for him. Outside Dang. Passes it to McHale. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Something else you like to see is how well they've shot their free throws tonight.
And McHale drops them both. Iguodala with it. Over in the corner, Green. Robertson outside. From the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Lee kicks to Dang. Three-pointer. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Lee against Green. Lee outside. Right side, Dang. Fires from deep. And that one's good. Dang's got 7.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Green, the screen. Hughes, the pass to Green. Green missing again.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Gervin up top. Hughes covering. Here's McHale. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Sabonis, covered by Gervin. Iguodala outside. And that one is stuck right through.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
How about a look at the Pacers and where they ranked in the NBA last season? 8th in lowest turnovers per game, 16th in second chance points. And for team steals, a little bit to be desired there. Just made it to the top 20 in the league.
And in terms of turnovers, I think the good ball handling and smart passes were really a key. Not a gaudy ranking, but no question, being in that top 10 helped them offensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for McHale. And Winslow subbed in for Luol Deng. Bulls trail by 12. Iguodala the pass to Hughes. 13 feet away. Pekovic with the rebound. The Pacers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Lee kicks to Pekovic. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Hughes. He's got 11. Outside, Green. The 3. And he gets the bucket. Green's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bulls.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Now here's Lee. 20 points for him. Fires for 3. No good. Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Green. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Take a look at what Green's done. He's got 8 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
It's his first trip to the line.
Draymond Green. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Ellis is checked in for the Bulls. Ricky Rubio comes in for Larry Hughes. Both free throws good from Green. Pacers leading by 7. The dish to Winslow, out left to the wing. And Iguodala comes to help. And that one's good, Pekovic.
There's got to be some defensive help there. I mean, the size difference is just too great.
Robertson dishes to Iguodala. Iguodala with a screen on Lee. Rubio the pass to Iguodala. And again, no good by Chicago. Pacers shooting around 40% in the third. Maybe settling for some less than ideal looks at this. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. 4th, the Bulls.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Robert Parrish is checked in for Chicago. In Indiana with the change here, too. Lopez, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. And he's good on the second. Bulls trail by 10. Parrish with the screen on Lee. And it's Rubio penetrating. Can't convert after the good screen.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Rubio against Lee. Kicks to Bekovic. It's Gervin on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Now, here's Rubio. Screen by Parrish. Iguodala wide open. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Iguodala's got 6. Indiana leading by 10. Pass to Winslow. And Bekovic kicks to Lee. Free throw line jump shot. And too long on the shot.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And the Bulls making a change here. Hudson's checked in. The free throw off from Lopez. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Rubio outside. He feeds it to Hudson. Launches it. And the Bulls another 3.
Boy, Iguodala did a good job setting that screen.
Hudson's gotten half of his 3-pointers to fall for him. 3 of 6 on the night. Lee against Rubio. Lee dishes to Winslow. Gervin outside. 18 feet out. The shot is off. Great defense that time from Ellis. Bulls trail by 9. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Lee with the steal. Rubio against Gervin. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Gervin's got 6 points in the quarter.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Here's Hudson. He's got 14. Shoots the 3. Iguodala, no good. Gervin against Hudson. Gervin passes to Jokic. Now here's Lee. He's guarded closely. The pass to Jokic. Clock at 6. Gervin against Hudson. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Pacers making a change here. Doherty's checked in.
Brad Daugherty.
1:09 left in the third quarter. Iguodala against Doherty, and Rubio kicks to Parrish. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Bulls have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. He makes one of two that time. Pacers leading by 10. Lee with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. The feed to Doherty. Dishes it to Gervin. Here's Jokic, and he makes good on the layup. And the Pacers lead by 12.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Feeds it to Hudson. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Iguodala's got 6 in the quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Winslow. He's covered by Iguodala. Here's Gervin. Great defense that time from Ellis.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Pacers foul. George Duncan. That's his second personal foul.
The Bulls have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Rubio. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Pacers. They're up by 8. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And the final period of play just about to start. Now here's Lee on the court for Indiana. Deng out there with Kevin McHale. Then there's Doherty. Then there's Gervin. And it's Lee in at the point guard. Now here's Gervin. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push him, and then excellent execution.
Here's Lee. He dishes it to McHale. He kicks it to Gervin. And the shot is good.
Just the shot they wanted. Point-blank range.
Bulls trail by 8. Robertson outside. Shoots the 3. Pacers with the rebound. McHale's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Robertson against Lee. On the wing, Deng. Doherty with the screen on Hudson. 5 to shoot. Deng can't get it to go. The Bulls shooting not great, 40% for the game. Robertson outside. And a wide open shot from Green. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Robertson's got his 6th assist on the night. Pacers leading by 5. Doherty the screen. Now Lee. McHale outside. Shot from 16. Hits the front of the rim and out. Here's Hudson. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And that is good. Hudson's got 4 points now in the quarter. For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Lee kicks to Deng. He's looking for McHale and finds him. That's good. And the Pacers lead by 5. Here's Hughes. Pass to Hudson.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really, in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Free throw, good. Gervin. Biyombo is checked in for the Pacers.
Bismack Biyombo.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Dang for three. It's rebounded by Larry Hughes. Hughes got his third rebound tonight.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
The Pacers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Lee goes in. Up and in on the layup.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He talked mainly about giving them a different look defensively and dropping more bodies into the paint, saying, listen, they're eating us up on the inside, and we need to do whatever it takes to stop it. Guys, back to you.
Now, here's Green. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Passes to Lee. The dish now to McHale. Wide open look. That one wide left. Bulls trail by 4. Robertson drives in. Here's Hughes. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Robertson's got his 7th assist in the game.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Now, here's Biyombo. Tries to save it. And here is Robertson. To take the lead. And Lee pulls it down. Pacers have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Not enough on that one as it misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Robertson kicks to Green. Here's Parrish. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
Huge play on the offensive glass there to get more second chance points. He's only getting more physical as this game wears on.
Now here's Lee. Jacks up a 3. Oh my, he'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. That one on Robertson. free throw drops for Lee. Bulls trail by 3. Robertson outside. Green kicks to Hudson. Good on the three-point shot. Hudson's got 25 points.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Lee outside. Jacks up a 3. Lee with another miss. Chicago has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Robertson drives in. No good from Hudson. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Robertson with the steal. Pass break. Here comes Chicago. Lays it in off the breakaway. And the Bulls lead by 2. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Here's Lee after the made shot from Oscar Robertson. 5 on the clock. Lee goes in. No luck.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And Indiana shooting in the 4th quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. There's a screen by McHale. Gervin dishes to McHale. Shot off the pick. That one rolling around and rims out. And Chicago shooting in the 4th quarter has been efficient at 56%. Here's Hughes. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. Now it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Now here's Lee. Back to Gervin. Will it go? And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And as a coach, that's the kind of turnover that drives you nuts.
And, Greg, there's no reason for that turnover to happen. It's just inexcusable.
Chicago leading by 5. Robertson passes to Green. Green with a screen on Deng. Fires top of the key. The Bulls keep it alive. Parrish kicks to Green. The layup off target. Pacers trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
McHale up top. Kicks it to Gervin. Indiana moving the ball around. McHale with it. Now Green defending. Just 3 to shoot. The 10-footer. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Pass to Hudson. Green with a screen on Lee. Hudson dishes to Green. Biyombo with the block. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Six to shoot. Robertson against Lee, and he gets it to go. Now it's a 7-point Chicago lead.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
He feeds it to Gervin. There's a screen by McHale. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
The pass to Parrish. To the inside. Tries from 7. They shoot again, and he sinks the layup. Parrish has got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
Authorities checked in for Biombo. Gervin passes to Lee. It's Gervin on the wing. Hughes covering. Fires from the line. And it's Gervin missing.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Here's Gervin. Clark, they're looking now at a sizable deficit.
Yeah, you know, they've got a lot of work ahead of them, but no reason to give up hope right now.
Yeah, definitely not, guys. Not with all the time that's still left in this game.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Free throw good, Gervin. The feed to Doherty. He sinks the 11-footer.
Got himself into really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
Chicago leading by 6. Robertson outside. Here's Hudson. That one off the back iron and out. Indiana's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. There's a screen by McHale. Leads to Gervin. Looking to get back on track here. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Shooting for Chicago, George Berger.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. And both free throws good for Gervin.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on it.
Hughes. Dishes it to Green. .129 left to play in the final quarter. It's the difficult fadeaway jumper.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Okay, fans, now coming on the court are your Level Bulls. Make some noise and cheer them on.
Gervin dishes to Doherty. Leaks to Gervin. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Free throw good, Gervin. A minute 20 left in the fourth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Free throw good, Gervin.
And they'll take anything they can get here to cut into the lead. And that technical should give them a little boost.
Outside Dang. There's a screen by McHale. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gervin. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Here's Green. Money!
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Lee outside. Here's Gervin. Chicago grabs the miss, and now they decide to foul intentionally. And Chicago has possession. Hudson the pass to Robertson. Feeds to Hudson. Back to Robertson. It's stolen by McHale.
Time running low here.
A quick score, Greg, and then probably foul him right away.
Gervin outside. Steps back and fires. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. So he comes up empty, missing both. Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires the three. No good. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let this one slip away.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Ricky, what was working tonight for the team's offense?
Yeah, we started the game very slow. We can't start like that. But after that, we just get shots and we make the shots. And we make the shots, we're a good team.
No doubt about that, Ricky. Thanks for the time. Guys?
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Draymond Green.
Draymond Green wins games for you. It's just that simple. The energy, the intensity that he brought onto the floor tonight is incredible. Defensively, he's one of the few guys in the league that can guard all 5 positions. That alone makes Draymond Green a unique and special talent.
Well, his rebounding was a story for me tonight, guys. He couldn't have been any more ferocious on the boards. This game would have had a much different feel if he wasn't controlling the glass like that.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.